Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, also known as Malai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, we have managed to secure Drezen at long last. Minago has run off, Staunton is dead, and the little traitor, who then turned on the demons, has gone off to do whatever she wants. But the fortress is ours. Time for us to report in on the success.
The commander of the crusade has managed to overthrow 70 years of demonic rule in Drezen and restored the Sword of Valor to its rightful place. Will the commander be able to defend the banner she has won with such a valiant effort?
Certainly do intend to. And there they are.
Urgent matters of state are awaiting my attention. My convoy will be departing for the capital within the hour. I'm afraid this is all the time I can spare you. So do please forgive me for skipping the lengthy and well-deserved congratulations.
Something has subtly changed in the way the Queen of Mendev looks at you. Respect shines in her eyes, but her slightly furrowed brow indicates a hint of unease.
Drezen was taken quickly, even more quickly than I'd anticipated. Every death is an irretrievable loss, but considering the scale of our forces, the losses among our troops are tolerable. Morale is high among the Crusade forces that were entrusted to you. You handled the command superbly. I never doubted your personal ability to deal with the demons. I knew that you could become a living symbol for people to follow. That you have now displayed a decent head for tactics is a pleasant surprise.
Well, thank you.
I believed in your success and prepared for this outcome after a fashion. I brought a reward to personally bestow upon my Knight Commander. But now, I think this reward is insufficient. So please, accept one more gift from me personally.
The Queen offers a slight smile and gives a signal to a waiting squire who passes you a neatly folded cloak with lavish embroidery. After the personally comment, with these words, Galfrey slides a ring from her finger and lays it atop of the cloak. Thank you, my queen.
And thank you for what you have done for the Crusades. Now on to the main matter. The Sword of Valor has been returned to us. Touching it has awoken your power and changed the great relic beyond recognition. Many clerics are at a loss to interpret this unexpected turn. Is it an omen? Happenstance? A warning? Only one thing can be said for certain. Your power is astonishing and unlike anything ever seen before. Your power bears little resemblance to other manifestations of the Inheritor's will that I have been fortunate enough to witness. But who can fathom the god's designs? And Iomade has many heavenly allies, and they helped us on several occasions throughout the Crusades. There. I have said all I wish to. Is there anything you wish to discuss with me before I depart?
There is something you should know. Arilu Vorlesh appeared before me in Drezen. She did not explain why she had come.
The architect of the World Wound? Here? And she allowed you to simply dispose of Staunton Vane and claim the Sword of Valor? This is a very worrying development. Arilu was more dangerous than a dozen Balors, and more cunning and deceitful than a score of succubi. In the 100 years of the Crusades, our forces have very rarely encountered her, but when we did, it always led to something terrifying. I think she has taken an interest in you and your power. It was to be expected, of course, and it worries me more than anything else. Sooner or later, we shall have to take a stand against Arilu and deal with her once and for all. But I thought we would have time to prepare. Be careful. And if the architect reappears, treat her as you would a demon lord.
I will keep that in mind. And do you know anything about the huge demon that we met at the gates? It was much stronger than the rest.
The Baylor Dorazand, one of Daskari's generals. He, Hep Zamira, and the Echo of Daskari are some of the most notable demons in the Abyssal Forces. You will soon learn these names. Dorazand has not been sighted by our scouts for a long time, and his appearance at Drezen was an unexpected development. but we must grow accustomed to surprises such as this. The ability to move at will through space is one of the demon's most unpleasant hallmarks. Fortunately, the Sword of Valor takes care of that problem for the areas around Drezen.
I've heard everything I need.
Very well. Then I shall take my leave. Irabeth will bring you up to speed on the situation in the city and surrounds, and together, you can decide on what next steps to take. Good luck, Commander. Remember, this is but the first step. The road ahead will be long and difficult.
With a nod of farewell, the Queen strides off with precise military bearing.
Allow me also to congratulate you on your victory, Commander.
Irabeth salutes the Queen, waits until she has moved far enough away, and then turns to you.
We won the battle for Drezen, but this war is far from over. The demons know our true strength, so we must brace ourselves for a merciless counterattack. They will do everything they can to gain control of the city and destroy you personally, and all of us along with you. The only good news is that cultists make up more than half of their forces, so they will have to march the same roads as our fighters. If they were all demons, they could appear here instantaneously and lay siege to the city. Praise Iomedae for small mercies.
Agreed. At least we have that thing to rely on.
The main demon forces are moving out from the City of Eyes and the Threshold Fortress. Scouts are reporting that for now, we don't stand a chance of tearing through the defense and launching a counterattack. We can only gather our forces, rebuff their attacks, and wait for the right moment. Unfortunately, other hostile groups keep appearing out of nowhere. And on top of all that, Minago is still prowling around somewhere out there. Anevia is trying to find out where that Abyss scum has run off to. Maybe she's already got some leads. Luckily, we are not alone. Mendev is with us. Queen Galfrey has sent us the first reinforcements. They've just entered the city.
Excellent.
Besides, news of your victory is spreading through Avestan. I'm sure that crowds of new volunteers will soon be pouring into Drezen, inspired by your feat. And that's very good news, because we're going to need troops. Here is a brief report about the main problems we're currently facing.
Irabeth shows you a sheet of paper with a list of 4 terms. Demons with special powers, secret path, missing patrol, and dragon. What can you tell me about the demons with special powers?
Remember that Nabasu that attacked our camp? He had powers that no ordinary demon should have.
Irabeth's voice is very calm, but you can tell she's working hard to maintain her composure.
It is not the only demon of its kind. We keep receiving reports about similar monsters. All isolated cases for now. But it's possible that in the future, we will see entire squads, if not armies of them. We must find out where they're coming from. Find the source of their power and destroy it. If we don't, they will crush us before long. Even you can't defeat an entire army of such monsters.
And a secret path. What are you talking about with that?
We can usually spot armies of demons in advance, as their hordes march along the Grey Road from Eyes or Threshold. But sometimes packs of them appear out of nowhere. They're managing to avoid our scouts somehow and sneaking into our territory. If we don't solve this problem, we cannot attack. The demons will just appear at our backs, block off the gorges and cut us off from Drezen. Anevia is trying to find out how the demons are getting into our territory, but she hasn't succeeded yet. Talk to her. She will tell you more about what she's doing.
There's also a patrol missing.
Yes, it disappeared without a trace during a mission. We didn't even find any bodies. Maybe someone abducted them, or there's some natural threat in the area. We can't rule out the possibility of desertion, either. The troop was patrolling the southern road out of the city. The last surviving settlements of Socorus lie in that direction. But after the siege of Drezen, contact with them was lost. Hardly any of the inhabitants survived once the demons invaded the area. That's where I started the search.
And a dragon. What dragon are you speaking of?
As if we didn't have enough problems with demons already. Now there's a wild dragon in the vicinity. Luckily, it's not part of the demon army. If the demons had a dragon on their side, it could pose a serious threat. But there's very little food in the World Wound, and the dragon doesn't seem to have a taste for demons and cultists. She keeps attacking small squads of crusaders, picking off those who fall behind, ravaging supply trains. The dragon's been sighted frequently in the sky, but we don't know exactly where her lair is. We have someone to help with this, though. Do you remember the dwarf who bravely attacked the Baylor in front of the Citadel during the siege? He is back in the city, and he doesn't mind hunting this dragon, apparently. Go talk to him in the tavern. We might be able to help each other.
Is that all for now?
There are a few pleasant matters. At the Queen's command, the Crusaders who took part in the attack have had their pay doubled, and medals will be awarded to those who were particularly outstanding in battle. You know one of them. The Knight Elan from the Hound Hearts.
Ah.
He led a troop of Nerosian recruits and brought them to the main forces, and later drew the demon's attention in the battle with the Baylor, allowing the wounded to be rescued. There is one more thing. As you know, there is a vast dungeon under Drezen. It's empty now. None of those imprisoned by the demons survived, and we don't have any new prisoners. We've temporarily placed the body of Staunton Vane in the dungeon. You slew him. What are your orders regarding his body? Anevia thinks we should burn it quietly and forget about it. Some want to see his corpse displayed in the square, but I don't think we should behave like demons and barbarians. He may have been our enemy, but he deserved to be buried as a knight. However, the decision is yours, of course.
Bury him as a knight. At least, despite his treachery, he suffered for a very long time. Give him at least some small measure of respect for the good he did way back when, before a demon deceived him.
Right you are, Commander. Commander. That day during the battle,
Irabeth is hesitating. You can see the struggle on her face, as if she doesn't know whether she should say something else.
No. My apologies. That is all, Commander. Thank you for your time.
Giving a salute, Irabeth turns around and quickly leaves. We'll be talking with her soon.
I don't understand these cities that mortals love so much. Stone, stone, and more stone. All the doors are so close to the ground and are all the same shape. Why don't they ever put the door on top floor and slide down to the ground instead? And why do they even want to go outside if it's no fun out there? If somebody built a fountain full of jam, say, I'd understand. Or a chocolate tree, so people could break off a branch to munch on as they pass by.
The sudden voice from over your shoulder drops to an excited whisper. Oh, this is something I've never encountered before. I'm already smiling. Huh? Who's speaking?
Me. Don't tell me you didn't notice a cute little dragon following you.
A tiny female dragon, an evident chocolate tree enthusiast, emerges from behind you. Oh no, cute little dragon. If that's true, why did you only start speaking just now?
Maybe I was a little shy. After all, we don't know each other. I had to take a look around and get used to things. Everything about the material plane is so weird and gray and stony, especially Drezen.
So what's your name, dragon?
Ivu, because I'm little. In my family, our names get longer as we get bigger and older. Just imagine how funny it would be otherwise. Imagine having a 5-year-old dragon, barely hatched, but they already call you Resla Robran or Iltuliak or something like that.
The little dragon snorts and you conclude that this is her way of laughing. Okay. I'll be honest. I have heard so many people in the past talk about how Ivu is an adorable little cinnamon roll who must be protected and everyone loves her and she's one of the best things in the game. 3 lines in and I already see what they're talking about. Oh, I like her already. So where did you come from?
What do you mean, where did I come from? I flew all the way here to you. Well, I moved between the planes a tiny little bit, and then I flew the rest of the way to you. You've always wanted to have a dragon of your very own, haven't you? Who wouldn't want their own dragon companion?
Well, if I ever meet someone who doesn't want to have a dragon of their very own, I'll make sure to keep my distance from them. They clearly have a few screws loose.
That's what I'm saying.
The little dragon nods knowingly. So you don't like Drezen much, then?
It's not that I don't like it. You can have fun here, too. But I like my home in Elysium more. That makes sense, though. After all, we're fighting the demons, and they make everything around them dull and nasty. But you're going to stop them soon, right? Oh, speaking of demons and fighting, you really need to head out this beautiful ridge outside Drezen as fast as you can. Your friends are waiting for you there. There's something urgent and important they need to tell you.
What friends?
They're so nice. They were really happy to see me. They really want to see you. I only flew past them once, so I don't know much, but it must be important.
I wonder what's waiting for me this time.
Something really fun. You'll see.
Oh, I like her already. Oh, and it appears we have a level up to do. How delightful. Alright, let's go ahead. Level me up. Eldritch Scion level 11. Fighter training starting at 10th level. Oh no, it's level 10. Starting at 10th level, a Magus counts half his total Magus level as his fighter level for the purpose of qualifying for feats. Alright. Persuasion, Perception, good. Level 2 spell. What are we going to take here? So we have Frigid Touch, Acid Arrow, Scorching Ray, Blur, and Mirror Image. Effortless Armor I don't think is too useful. Invisibility, Definitely not taking any one of these. Stone Call is a massive area that causes problems. I mean, it can be fun. It's like a way to make sure people aren't Ooh, Glitter Dust. Causing creatures to become blinded and visibly outlining invisible things for the duration. All within are covered by the dust. So, it's a way to make sure invisible creatures are able to be seen. What's animal aspect? Nah. I could take invisibility, but I'd rather have improved invisibility. Molten Orb makes sense for being fire-related. I don't really care much about web. It's a 20-foot burst. I guess I'll take web just in case. Yeah, it's something. And I get 2 level 4 spells, my first level 4 spells. Arcana Theft. Functions as a targeted dispel magic spell, only affects creatures and requires a melee touch attack. If the touch attack is successful, the spell is instead transferred to you, treating you as the original target. You do not receive a new saving throw or spell resistance check against the spell and must accept its effects even if they are not beneficial. Oh. Oh, that is very useful. Dragon's Breath I might get. Ice Storm is powerful. Greater Invisibility would be very useful. Stone Skin would be very useful, since I am in melee, and it would protect me a bit. I really like this idea of Arcana Theft. And it's a touch attack. I really like this idea. A lot. Let me see something. What do I get here? We get Elemental Body 2, 3, 4, Elemental move. Ooh, wow. 30 plus 30 feet to base speed. Summon monster, elemental. Okay, I don't get any other fire abilities. I wasn't sure if I might get Dragon's Breath, but Phantasmal Killer I'm not going to bother because it is at range. I really like this Arcana Theft idea. That and Stone Skin. Stone Skin is also really good. I'm going to take Arcana Theft. This could be very useful. I like the idea. Why do I suddenly have web as well? How did I end up getting webs? No, seriously, why do I suddenly have the web spell? Unusual. Okay. Alright, you, Hell Knight. Take another point in Hell Knight. You need that. You can take boom and boom. That's all you get there. Armor training 3? Oh yeah, Hell Knight. You gain armor training again. And yeah, I think that's what you get. As well as these buffs, sure. Okay. Next we have Camellia. Spirit Hunter level 10. Mobility and Trickery. Let's see. Another Hex. I don't really use the Hexes very much. A Meta Magic Feat? Nah, she doesn't really use those. Shaman can call upon some of the majesty and power of dragons to cow her enemies. Gains dazzling display as a bonus feat. No. I mean, it's a hex, so it would probably be casted. Need to be cast. Nor, actually, I think she just gets it. I'll give it to her, see if she just automatically has it. Yeah, she has Dazzling Display already. Okay, sure, why not? Next, we have Lan. Zen Archer, of course. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, Clustered Shot. When you use a full attack to make multiple ranged weapon attacks, total the damage before applying damage reduction. Or, your ranged attacks ignore the mischance granted to targets by anything less than total concealment. I mean, that is just an incredible buff. Why not take that? Yeah. Remove the concealment. We'll take clustered shots later. And... okay. Lawful. Next up, we have Daerin. Oracle, take your skills. And we get a level 5 spell. You're saying not to take Breath of Life or Cure Light Wounds. True Seeing is fairly good. Spell Resistance. Pillar of Light. Bone Shatter would be a good damaging spell. It would make someone fatigued no matter what. Raised Dead, I mean, it would be Raised Dead. Those attempting to commit violence become stricken with racking pain and take 3d6 points of damage each round they attempt to harm another creature. Melee touch attack, no. True Seeing is actually a very good one. It's good to have True Seeing, I think. Flame Strike is very damaging fire thing. I don't care about Disrupting Weapon. Cures 48 points of damage, plus 1 point per caster level, and ends any of the following. Ooh. Ability damage, blinded, confused, dazzled, diseased, exhausted, fatigued, nauseated, poisoned, and sickened. That actually could be useful. But I do want to give him another damaging spell. I'm going to give him Bone Shatter. Alright. And finally, Nenio, do you have any spells you can learn? May as well learn them before we, Nope, we're good. Alright. Scroll Savant. Boom, 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 boom. And level 5 spells. You have Hold Monster and Phantasmal Web. May as well give you Shadow Evocation and... Trap the target in solid ice. If they fail its save, it's paralyzed. If they make the save, it becomes entangled. And takes 1 point of cold damage per caster level each round. Polymorph. Hungry Pit is very damaging if used. Targets in a line for acid damage. Eh? Or receive 1d6. Baleful Polymorph could be funny. Maybe. I mean, it could be useful, maybe. Eh, screw it. For the sake of comedy, Baleful Polymorph. And Scroll Mastery, don't care about. Alright, now. Sela. Level 9. Oh, you've got 2 things going on here. Alright, let's see here. You are going to get a Mercy. You are getting a feat. You know, we are going to be able to actually use a companion feat with her horse. Let's see. Combat Maneuver Defense. Don't care about those. Once per round, when your mount fails a saving throw. No. When your mount is hit in combat, you attempt a mobility skill check to negate the hit. Actually, that's what we should give her. Hit is negated if your mobility check result is greater than the opponent's attack roll. Yeah, you know what? We should give her that, since she is mounted. Mercy for Exhausted. And level 10. Okay, these guys have 2 levels. This is going to be a long episode as I give everyone their levels. There's level 10. Let's give her horse the levels. Level 9. 1 there, 1 there. And weapon feat. And as for the feat, I can give you dodge, I think. I think dodge would be fine. Yeah, we'll give you dodge. And level 10, boop, boop. Alright. And Sela gains a mythic point. You have Mythical Beast. Let's see. More uses of Smite Evil. Not a bad idea. You are going to be the tanky one. The Last Stand would be a good thing to have, I think. So I'm going to give you that. Ensure you survive. Ember, you're level up. You get 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you get, let's see, Arcane armor training doesn't matter very much. +2 bonus on all knowledge and lore checks, which... Elemental focus fire. That actually makes sense for her, since I am having her focus on healing and fire. Huh. You gain a +1 bonus on ranged attack rolls for each ally with this feat who made a ranged attack since the end of your last turn against a target within 15 feet of your target. Interesting idea. Alright. You gain a level 2 spell. I think you've got all the fire spells. Yeah. We'll go with... Fortitude negates. I guess I can give you Glitter Dust. It makes sense on the fire side. Level 3 spells. You've got Burning Entanglement and Lightning Bolt. Dispel Magic might not be a bad idea. Remove Disease is actually pretty good. I'll give you this... I'll give you Remove Disease. And level 4, you only have Cure Serious Wounds. I will also give you... Volcanic Storm. And level 10, boom, boom, boom. You gain a new Hex. Major Healing. And a level 5 spell. Cure Critical Wounds, definitely. As for your Mythic Path, you currently have Boundless Healing. As incredibly good as that Wandering Witch Hex. This ability lets you select any witch hex and grants you the ability to use the selected hex. You lose the ability to use the hex after choosing another hex with this ability. The hell? Oh, you can just use any hex. Okay, never mind. I will give you or Ascendant Element Fire. So all her fire spells will always do all damage. That's good. Next, Ulbrig. Boop, 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 boop. You gain a new feat. That doesn't matter very much. Greater weapon focus isn't a bad idea. Cleave isn't a bad idea. Ooh. Whenever you deal piercing or slashing damage with your natural weapons, in addition to the damage dealt by the attack, your opponent takes 1d6 points of bleed damage at the start of their turn each round. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Improved critical is an option. Bite or claw. You know, I like the idea of raking claws. A tiny bit of extra damage. Yeah, I kind of like that idea a bit. We'll go with that. Oh, and gains a bonus combat feat. Because Griffin aspect. Alright, you know what? Improved critical claw. Seems fine by me. Griffin Arch Shifter again. Boop, 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 boop. Nothing special there. And now, let's see. You're already a Master Shapeshifter. He can just permanently be shifted. And we'll give you Last Stand. Alright. Next we have you, Social. Give you those. Let's see. Which feat would work for you? Don't care about exotic weapon proficiency. Extra channel, Spell penetration isn't the worst idea. +1 on initiative checks and a +2 on concentration checks. That actually would be fairly good. Or I can weapon focus for glaive. Oh wait, combat casting. That's actually a better one. You are mainly a melee guy, but that's actually not a bad idea. We'll give you combat casting. And then we got these. And as for this, you have boundless healing, we'll give you abundant casting. And finally, our new one, espionage expert. So you got trickery, stealth, knowledge, arcana, perception, and persuasion. Improved critical with longbow. That's actually gonna be fairly good, I think. Then we have these, espionage expert, that, archery for point blank master. Favored enemy. Currently got demons of magic, and then it chooses demons of magic again, and undead. Honestly, I kinda want to spread this out, so we're gonna change things a little bit. So we'll give you Demon of Slaughter, and then you go with these again. Yeah, currently you're Demons of Magic, Slaughter, Slaughter. The next one will be Strength and Strength. And finally, you haven't gotten any of these yet. Cleaving Shot is a good one. Then we have... Let's see. Deadly Aim is an improvement. Critical multiplier is increased. Rapid Shot, yeah, definitely need to improve Rapid Shot. And we have... Let's see. Expose vulnerability isn't the worst idea. Ranging shots is good. We'll go with exposed vulnerability. Alright. And with that, I have to end this episode here. It went long. Next episode, we need to settle up our spells and start exploring around this place. That'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. That is me. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. And I shall see you all next time.